Every single time we have an opportunity to capitalise on other teams around us dropping points, we mess it up. Every single time. West Ham United 0, Fulham 2. Here's your match review. Shambolic. That's the only word I can really use to describe today's performance. Shambolic. The first 8 minutes were good. We were passing it around. We were creating chances. Fulham looked very dodgy at the back, and I thought, you know what, we could get this could be a good win today. It could be a good win. We had a couple of good chances. Antonio missed the sitter. Should have been more composed. But really, it only took them 9 minutes to figure us out, didn't it? They got ahead, and then they sat back, and they Moyes balled us basically. They did. They sat back and they just watched us pass the ball around and hit us on the counter. why can't we play in possession? Why do we have no ideas in possession? We don't we don't look like we know what to do when we have the ball. When we're playing fast on the counter and we don't think about it, yeah, we're at our best then. But when we're playing against a low block, it's the same old thing, isn't it? Left to right, ball in the box gets cleared. Left to right, ball in the box gets cleared. Left to right, this repeat. It's so goddamn easy to defend against. And we've seen it so many times this season. Why are we not learning? Why are we not changing it up? Why are we not doing something different? You see some players try stuff different. Like Paquetá was trying, but just failing miserably today. Like one of the worst performances I've seen from him. And yeah, that first half was just so boring and so bad to watch. And then you thought at half time, all right, okay, maybe we can make some changes. We didn't really have any options on the bench to make any changes, but maybe Moyes have a little bit of a team talk. He'll rejuvenate the players for the second half, and they'll come out a different team. They did. They were worse. And yeah, it was just worse in the second half. It was just the same thing again. And it's just like lackluster. No movement. We kept on giving the ball away. How many times? We're second to every ball as well. We just weren't fast enough. Weren't closing them down. They were just on it more than us. And we, as I say, we just keep on seeing this. Keep on seeing it. And it's a performance like today that really makes you think, why do I do this? Why do I keep on spending money and all this time on West Ham United when the players on the pitch don't seem to give a shit? Because they really didn't look like they cared today at all. And the reason why I keep on doing it is because I love West Ham. And I'm going to continue putting myself through this for many, many years to come because I love West Ham. But the players on the pitch are not. And today it didn't look like they cared about the club at all. Not at all. Now, who do you blame? Do you blame the manager? Yes, he has to take responsibility. He does. I don't think anyone could disagree with the lineup today. I thought it was a strong lineup. The choice to put Ings in there with Antonio, I thought was a good one. It had Paquetá, it had Kudus, it had James Ward-Prowse, he dropped Soucek. Sofal was a questionable one at right back maybe, but Emerson in there. Aguerd came in for Zuma to give him a rest. Was that the right choice? I don't know, but I think the majority of people I spoke to thought it was a decent lineup, especially attacking wise, given what we have available. It was a good choice to make, but it just didn't work, did it? It didn't work. There was just nothing there, and yeah, you can blame the manager, of course, but the players have got to take some responsibility. They do, because they're the ones not performing on the pitch. They're the ones not putting in the effort. They were terrible today, absolutely terrible. I mean, you can say that maybe Antonio had a half decent game. He was causing a few problems here and there, but as I say, he'd miss a sitter. Kudus just didn't look at his best. He hasn't done for the last few games. Paquetá was terrible, absolutely terrible today. At the back, Mavropanos kept on giving it away. Sofal did not look comfortable on that right. Fabianski did make a couple of good saves. I don't think there was a huge amount he could have done for either goal. Maybe a communication issue for the first goal between him and Mavropanos. Mavropanos, I feel like should have just left it for Fabianski. So did Fabianski call him? I don't know. Yeah, Emerson I felt had a poor game down the left as well. And yeah, I mean that's it now, really, isn't it, for Europe? I mean, it's not. It's not. We still have an opportunity to finish in those European places, but we needed this win today to stay ahead, to keep in the race, because all the other teams around us have got games in hand, and now they are all in a much stronger position. We need to heavily rely on all these other teams around us dropping points, as well as us picking up points in games which we are not expected to. So we've got Crystal Palace next week, and I feel like we should be getting a win there. We should. Then we got Chelsea, which is a little bit of an unknown, really. You don't know what Chelsea you're going to get. So, we could pick up 3 points there. We could not. Then you got Liverpool, who seem to be in a little bit of bad form at the moment. They're having a little bit of a bad run. So, that we could pick up points against them at home. We could. It's not beyond the realms of possibility. But again, it's a game we're not expected to win. Then you got Luton, who are in a relegation battle. They could be relegated by the time we play them. They may not be. They may need the win, so they will come fighting. And then you got Man City at the end of the season. And, with any luck, they would have won the Premier League title by then, and they won't really care about that game. So, you never know. You never know. But it doesn't look likely, does it? It doesn't. And if we continue to play like that with no passion, no desire, no fight, then we ain't getting those European spots. We're just not. We're just not. And yeah, you got to look at the January transfer window as well. The mistakes that we've made, the players that we didn't sign, the players we sold, absolutely ridiculous decisions were made then. And you got to look at the board. I can't believe that Moyes would have okayed Ben Rama and Fornells leaving without replacements lined up to come in. I just can't believe that he would have okayed that. I feel like that it was agreed that they could go on the condition that we had replacements coming in, and then we didn't get those replacements in. I think we put all our chips on that Osman deal and the Jota deal. They both fell through, and then we ended up letting Ben Rama and Fornells go, and it's put us in this ridiculous position right now, where we just have no backup on the bench whatsoever. And I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, that we need to heavily rely on all our players staying fit, because even one or two of them goes out, we got some major problems. And we missed Bowen today. We missed Bowen so much. And God, I hope he's back. I hope he is back for next weekend's game against Crystal Palace. It would be great if he is back for the Bayer Leverkusen game, because it might give us a little bit of hope. Obviously, they won the Bundesliga today, so maybe they'll have a little bit of a party and not be completely on it. Maybe. I don't know. We can hope, but they probably won't be, will they? So, yeah, it's going to be a difficult game, but we do have a little bit of a chance. And it would be a very West Ham thing to lose this game today and then put in a great performance against Bayer Leverkusen and get the win, wouldn't it? It'd just be a very West Ham thing to do. Not saying that would happen, but it would be. So, yeah, it's a shocking performance. Again, tired of seeing it. And, yeah, some things are going. There's going to be big changes in the summer. Big changes, personnel, whether the manager will stay or go, still don't know. But I've always said if we don't get European football next season, then it's time for Moyes to move on, definitely, and bring in someone new. Complete reset. So we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let's go on to some player ratings. So, player ratings. Fabianski in goal. I said earlier I thought we had a decent game, maybe a little bit of miscommunication with Mavropanos for the first goal, but he did make a couple of good saves, so I'm going to give him a 7. Sofel at right back I thought was very poor, kept on getting dispossessed a lot to get some crosses into the box and get forward, but nothing really came from them, so he's getting a 4. Mavropanos and Aguero both getting a 3. I do not think they work well together. Mavropanos is so much better alongside Zuma or a Bonga. I thought Bonga would probably have been a better person to bring in today. But yeah, they both look very dodgy on the ball, very dodgy defensively, and their passing was very bad. I mean, Aguero did put a couple of good balls forward, but, passing it short, it just didn't work today. They were both very poor. Emerson on that left-hand side did struggle. Again, kept on getting dispossessed too easily. That was one of the problems with all the players today. They was just making it too easy to get tackled. And yeah, Emerson just kept on giving it away. I didn't think he was very effective down that left-hand side either. He's going to get a 4. Alvarez was growing increasingly frustrated throughout the game. Maybe because of the performance of the other players on the pitch, and I wouldn't blame him, but he wasn't brilliant himself. Again, kept on being dispossessed too easily. Passing wasn't brilliant. 5. James Ward-Prowse, again, didn't really do much in the middle of the park. Was pretty quiet. He gets a 4. Paquetá, for me, was the worst player on the pitch today. He was terrible. Worst performance I've seen from him. Kept on getting dispossessed, kept on giving it away, kept on trying to make these fancy passes that were never going to work in a million years. Yeah, he just put in a terrible performance for me. And I saw some people saying online that if someone offers 85 million, we should take it now. My question is, if he keeps on playing like that, is someone going to offer 85 million for him? Because I wouldn't. Not the way he's playing at the moment. Definitely not. Antonio, I thought, was okay. Down the right and down the middle, did cause some problems. Obviously, did miss a sitter, but I thought he was quite effective. I'd give him a 6. Kudus was kept quiet. I mean, he tries, he works hard, but again, he was kept quiet and didn't really impact the game. A 5. And Ings was just there. First 8 minutes, he made a couple of good plays and things like that. But yeah, he was just very quiet again. He gets a 4. Zuma, Soucek, and Johnson all came on, and I would just give them all a 5. I don't think any of them really impacted the game. And the other player who came on, of course, was Joel Durfee. And unfortunately, he did get injured. He did get caught up in a collision, go down, hit his head, was knocked unconscious, had to be put into a recovery position. I think Aguirre did that, which was quick thinking by him. The medical team came on and did treat him for about 10 minutes or so, taken off on a stretcher, taken to hospital. He is conscious, he is awake, he's going for scans, and we're going to have to wait and see on that. So that sounds like positive news there, but it was very worrying at the time. And one of the things that really did annoy me while he was down was the Fulham fans. I just thought they were so disrespectful when he was down, because they were saying, "Is this a library?" while he is lying unconscious on the floor. And they were also singing some other bantering things as well. And the West Ham crowd kept on booing them. They just kept on doing it. It wasn't one or two. It was the whole Fulham away end. And I just thought it was just so disrespectful. So disrespectful. So, yeah, that was poor by them. Really, really poor. I would have expected better from an away crowd. I really would have done. So, yeah, that's not good for them. Anyway, so, yeah, that's my player ratings. I don't think anyone really shot today. We need a much better performance from the guys on Thursday. Are we going to see it? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. So, a few days off, and then, as I said, back at the London Stadium on Thursday night for our second leg against Bayer Leverkusen. There will be a match preview for that game coming out in a couple of days. I've also got a little match vlog that I did of today's game, which I will be editing and putting together, which will be posted tomorrow probably. So, if you have enjoyed this video and you want to hear more, please hit that subscribe button and let me know any of your thoughts as per usual in the comment section as well. And as per usual, come on you Irons.